Hello again, my friends. It has been a minute. Oh my gosh, I am so glad to be back with you guys. This week we are talking about a weekly reset. What that looks like. How could we get ready for a new week and take advantage of our time a little bit better? Most of these thoughts come from Blysee, BLYSEE.com. They put out a list of 11 Sunday habits to prepare you for a new week. And I really, really loved this list. And so I'm going to share that with you, and then along with some of my own thoughts and practices and things, my own personal ramblings. So here we go. We're just going to dive right in. Ready? Number 1 was create a to-do list. They say, quote, by writing down everything you need to get accomplished during the upcoming week, you'll be able to better plan each day and won't be surprised by any deadlines. I've seen this suggested in many places. The Start Today practice that we've talked about before when it comes to goal setting, that is one thing that they suggest for that practice as well, is doing it monthly, right? Writing absolutely everything down on the calendar for the month that needs to be done so you don't miss anything. For a weekly to-do, I try personally to keep it free of those consistent things that happen daily, those chores, those to-dos. I save those for like a daily list or plan. But for weekly, I try to write down, like they said in the quote, deadlines. Things that just need to happen at some point during the week. So not necessarily a deadline, but just something that's out of the ordinary that needs to happen at some point. Number 2 was go grocery shopping. They say, quote, by going grocery shopping at the beginning of each week, you can be sure that you have enough at home and won't need to spend that extra money out. Now for our house, I usually make a grocery list and or place an online grocery order on Sundays. And then on Monday, I shop or go pick up that online order. So that's just an idea of how you could do it. Number 3 is prioritize. They said, quote, if you have an urgent deadline coming up, make sure you schedule a time to finish that project first, even if that means pushing off other tasks. Which honestly, yeah, this is why you can always find me with my planner in hand on Sundays, to the point where my mother-in-law actually brought it up the other day and was just like, oh, you're always journaling on Sundays. I'm like, it'd be nice if it was journaling, but no, in reality, it's my to-do lists for the week. Number 4, declutter your surroundings. They said, quote, take some time to organize everything so you can start your week with a clean slate. For me, I usually do this on Mondays. I dedicate the majority of Monday to resetting my space. Then I only have to do a little bit each day the rest of the week to kind of upkeep things. Number 5, meal prep. They said, quote, by preparing leisurely breakfasts, lunches, and dinners and snacks, you'll be able to grab and go throughout the week. I am not great at physical meal prep. But I can plan out my meals. I have planned out my meals as I make my grocery list. And then for dinners, I use EveryPlate, which is a subscription meal box plan thing. So there's less cost and guesswork and waste and stuff. Number 6, do laundry. They said, quote, by doing laundry at the beginning of the week, you can plan out your outfits for the entire week in advance. Now, I don't usually plan out my outfits. I did when I was young, but not so much now as an adult. But it is nice to have all of my options available, and it's one less to do. So I usually do my laundry on Monday. Actually, that's one of those things chore-wise that I'm doing to reset my space, is all the laundry for the week. And then it usually takes me a couple days to get it all folded. Number 7, clear out your inbox. Quote, I guarantee there are at least a couple email lists you can unsubscribe from. That one is self-explanatory. Number 8, get outdoors. They said, quote, exercise is an essential part of maintaining your health, both physically and mentally. I wanted to add to this because this is something that I firmly believe in. I felt that difference in 2020 because I was spending so much more time outside and we were hiking a lot more and stuff because they're like, what else are you going to do, right? When we were all quarantined. So it is something that I don't always succeed, but I try to still keep a priority. In 2019, the Frontiers Journal in Psychology did say that even just 20 minutes a day can have a healing effect. And then UC Davis Health says it helps to keep a healthy weight by increasing activity levels. It helps to positive effect on the bodies by reducing cortisol levels, muscle tension, and lowers heart rate and blood pressure. It also lowers rates of heart disease and increases your vitamin D intake. So, science. It is good for you. And I love that it's even 20 minutes. Like, that's not a huge sacrifice of time. Number 9, take a look at your budget. They say, quote, Sunday is a great day to review your finances. I would say, especially if there are any like big purchases or bills coming up throughout that week, it's a good time to sit down with your partner and be like, okay, this is what we got going on. Try to keep spending under this much, whatever, just so you're all on the same page with those bigger expenses coming out. All right. Number 10, get enough sleep. Quote, it's important to give yourself a proper night's sleep before tackling Monday. And honestly, this is another one that I really, really struggle with. And I'm sure a lot of you other moms can attest and that this is a difficult thing. I'm sure I'm not the only one that struggles with this. Even if your kids aren't young, it still can be difficult. So I would say make sure that you are doing everything you can to ensure that you get a good night's sleep. Accept help. If you do have littles, sacrifice, if there's other things that need to be done at night, the house is a wreck, whatever, put it off. You getting a good night's sleep so that you can have a good quality of life the next day is more important. Avoid your electronics before bed, as well as alcohol and caffeine. And then, most adults need 7 to 9 hours, right? Is the average of how much sleep we need. Make sure you're giving yourself 30 minutes to an hour on top of that to unwind. All right, number 11, enjoy your time off. Last but not least, quote, watching reruns of your favorite TV shows, lounging in a bubble bath, or enjoying a picnic in the park. It's simpler than you think. I wanted to add to that with a quote from Karen Sadler, who is a business consultant with LinkedIn. She says, quote, rest also boosts productivity in areas of focus and decision making. A well-rested brain is better equipped to concentrate on tasks, process information, and make rational choices, all of which ultimately lead to increased productivity. So if we want to be productive the rest of the week, it's okay to take the weekend, to take that day, at least a chunk of your day, every day, honestly, to rest, to do something that is just for you. Just something that makes you happy. And it is, like they said, simpler than you think. So I wanted to encourage you guys. I will post probably a prompt later this week too. Please feel free to reach out and share with me what things that you do in your home to reset for an upcoming week. What are some of the things that you have found important, that you found that have worked to help make the rest of your week just better? I would love to know. And then we can kind of all share and experiment and grow together. Until next time.